Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you tuning in once again. So I have a shop card shout out today. This is from Mark over at HobbyDude007. I'm sure all you guys know who Mark is. Excellent guy, a great asset to the modeling community. And if you guys don't know who Mark is, you need to go check out his channel. And I'm telling you, this guy does some amazing work. As you can see his card, just very detailed, very intricate, amazing paintwork. So I recommend you guys checking out his channel if you do not already subscribe to him, which I'm sure most of you do. But once again, I appreciate the card Mark and the words on the back. And also, Mark sent a sticker. Love the sticker idea. I just think that's so cool. So, like I say, go check out his channel, guys, if you haven't already. And I'm sure, like I say, most of you guys have. But just in case you haven't, there you go. So we are on the Thunderbird build, and I got thinking to myself, man, I wish I had a few photos of the interior, stuff like that. I have tons of photos of my 85, which is a similar car. On the other hand, I don't have a lot of pictures of interior. So I got thinking to myself that, you know what? I got tons of brochures, like from the dealership back in the day. I mean, I've got boxes. You guys think I'm nuts. I got boxes of these things. I got two huge totes, and it's just packed. I'm talking like wiggling to get them out packed. And I went over and I was looking through some of my stuff in my other side of the garage over here, and like I say, they're in totes. So I just grabbed a handful, and most of these are from the mid-'80s and up. So I had a guy, that was a friend of mine back in the day. He was working at the dealership in Marla as a Ford Chrysler dealership. So I always told him that, hey, bring me some brochures home, would you? And you know, no problem. He'd bring me all these, and he'd bring me everything from an Escort to a Tempo. He just brought me everything. And he brought me some Mustang ones and, like I say, stuff from the Chrysler world. So I don't know if you guys remember this car or not. The 88 Conquest TSI. Do you guys remember that car? I think it was a short run. It was Chrysler's Japanese fighter. It was actually from Japan, built by Mitsubishi, I believe. And just super cool. I mean, these brochures are so cool because they got everything you'd need to know, information-wise. So this one here, obviously they don't build this car in a model kit that I know, but I mean, check that out. It shows you a picture of the bottom of the car, you know, the engine detail, stuff like that. Super cool. And just, I thought it was so cool to have these. Like I say, I grabbed just a handful out. And the other one I have, and I know Monogram, AMT, they're making this Mustang model. The AMT one, not my favorite one, but the Monogram one is very accurate. So if you're building one and you really wanted to get those interior colors right, I don't know if you could still find some of these old brochures kicking around or not, but super cool. So they got everything you need to know about these things. You got all your interior colors and all that good stuff. And the really cool thing, we got a sweet picture of the 5-liter. Very cool. And the thing I really like about these brochures is when you're doing referencing, it has your paint choices with your interior colors. So it gives you all your paint options, all your paint choices. I'm not sure if it's actually paint codes. I'm not really sure. I'd have to look into it a little bit. I doubt it, but it does give you the paint name, so you'd have to look it up and go from there. So I was just, like I said, I was a kid. I used to collect these things, and I didn't even think about I had all these things laying around. So when I was a kid, I used to send in for all this stuff in the mail. I mean, I used to do it all the time. And I got this one time in the mail. This is the 88 Lincoln Town Car information you requested by me personally back in 88. And got some hair in there for somewhere. And anyways, I mean, 88, I would have been 14, maybe 15 years old. So they'd send you this portfolio type thing, and I'll show it to you here in a bit. And you know, to take this paper down to the dealership and hand it to them, they'll give you a test drive of that new Lincoln. I thought, yeah, that'd go over well at, you know, 14 years old. But like I say, these books are really cool just for some references. And if you guys are building modern stuff, like modern cars today, and the car is current, you can call the dealership or a manufacturer. They will send you one of these brochures at no charge. I work in a dealership. I know how this goes, but they may hound you a little bit. So don't give me any more information than you need to, because they will be on you. But like I say, other than that, they're more than happy to get these brochures out to you, or you can just stop into a dealership of your choice, and they're just in the showroom. Just go pick them out of the rack, grab a handful, and they don't care. So it's just something I've collected over the years, and I thought it was pretty cool. So let me show you over here at the bench. There's some different ones I pulled here, and like I said, they're kind of neat just to go through and reminisce also, just see some of them. But a lot of them, like I say, I have a lot of kits here that would fall into these categories for these. So let's take a look. All right, guys. So this is that Lincoln gig I was telling you about. This is the book they give us. So they give me the thanks for so much for inquiring, blah blah blah. Tells you about their comfort. I'll just go through this real quick. Look at those plush seats. So a lot of these are cool for stuff like this, just for the detail end of it. And let's see, this is your Lincoln style. And I remember one was like a technical, yes, this one here. I think one of these was actually really cool. If I remember right, this might be the guy here. Oh yeah, I mean, look at this. How cool is that? You get your flip page telling you about your ABS brakes. How cool is that? Got the big 3.8 liters of madness. Yeah, and it's so funny because ABS was such a big technology back then. You know, they're just yeah, look at our new stuff we got going here. So this was just kind of cool. Like I say, you know, a lot of this doesn't apply to some what we got going on, but just some of this was pretty neat. And I know these are things you can just go down to the dealership and pick up. So moving on. So I'm building my Thunderbird. So I have the Thunderbird book. Very cool, very cool. That's me right there. This is what I'm trying to build right here. I'll skip a page. Yes, so we got a picture of the dash. So it gives me all the info I need right there. Check out that sweet sound system with the EQ and everything. Ooh. So yeah, so it gives you everything you need to know. It's just very, very good reference books. Like I say, that is just a sweet front end. I always love that on these cars. Just a favorite. Nice detailed picture of the engine. And then of course you have the 5 liter in there. So it's nice reference for paint colors, stuff like that. Just kind of skim through this. Got the sweet old school blue there. But the nice thing, like I say, it gives you all your color references, and then the interior that would match that color if you want to keep it to the box stock, so to speak. Check out little Susie in that car seat. So I showed you the Mustang one already. I'll just kind of show you a couple of them here that I thought was really cool. So I found this. My dad used to have this car. So check this out. This is one I got at a car show. Like I say, my first car was a 63 Plymouth 2-door Savoy. Let me grab my book. I'll show you the car real quick. Hold on. The scrapbook. So this was my Plymouth. This was my car when I was my first car. This is spring 1988. So I went through, rebuilt this car, painted it a gazillion times. Oh, my brother's Mustang. Apparently I skipped a few pages here. Yeah, so this was the car here, and I put a 318 in it, out playing around. I airbrushed Plymouth on the back, like I was into the airbrushing back then. My first engine rebuild, and I had some nice rallies on it. Wintertime, went out to start the one day, thing won't start, open the hood, like, wow, it's full of snow. So yeah, this was, like I say, this was my first car, and I spent every dime and waking minute on this thing. And that was the interior when I bought it. I had it all redone, and just, it was cool looking. Amateur photographer there. So I painted, this is the last color before I got rid of it, and I wish I would have kept it. That kind of thing, but I did not. I wish, one of those things I wish I did. So this color here was the cool color right here. You guys can really see that too well, that picture. Ugh, looks heavy. So yeah, that was my 63 Plymouth. Yeah. So I used to go to the car shows all the time, and I would buy brochures. So I had to buy a brochure of my Plymouth. And they're not bad price. I mean, you're probably going to give 20 bucks for one of these, but to me, I thought, how cool is that? I mean, where are you going to find stuff like this? So I know Johan makes the Plymouth model, and I know the guys down at MCW, Mike down there, makes the resin, and he makes one of these Plymouth resin kits. So there's me right here, the two-door Savoy. Mine was just a plain Janer, and I would love to get the kit. Check that out. 5 years or 50,000 miles in 63. Really? America's first long warranty. How cool is that? So like I said, I just grabbed a handful of them. I even got Mercury Villager. Like I say, there's just all kinds of stuff in here. This one I thought was cool. I have the 89 Pro model. I have a couple of these brochures actually. And like I say, back in the day, I used to rip these things apart, and these would be the pictures on my bedroom wall. So it's a nice reference for interior work, dashes, all that good stuff. These were kind of a cool car back in the day. Then you get to picture your GT. Here we go. Which that's the kit I have up here. And I'm probably gonna do mine in red because it looks sweet in the red. The silver looks good too. But it just gives you all those colors that you know, if you weren't sure what to look for. The big 3-cylinder or a 3-valve engine. There's that sweet stereo system again. And once again, like I say, it has all your color choices on there. So it's pretty cool to have those references. And as I was saying, I got books all the way up into the new stuff. You know, this is so this is a 2011. I know those kits are out there. And I'd like to say, I just all along the way, I just used to pick these up. And of course, I've been in the dealerships for a long time, so I still pick them up. I still pick them up today. And it's just kind of cool to grab these, and kind of fun to look back at them sometimes. So I have this kit as well. This was always a kind of a cool car, I thought. Yeah, so like I say, they've got just a lot of information on these. So brochures are the way to go. And this was one that I forgot I had. The 88 Daytona, because I still have that Daytona model. I want to build the 80, I think it is an 88. I think that's when the first year they put that nose on it. We got Mr. Joe Cool here with the denim jacket. So this was kind of a cool brochure back in the day. And there's our Shelby Z there. I don't know if there's a glare on it or not. So like I say, the kit gives you the chrome wheels, but you know, they're obviously just an argent painted wheel. And you got a picture of that 2.2 turbo engine. And I thought to myself, man, if I was going to build a kit, that'd be sweet, make something like that. So just a lot of nice reference photos. And once again, your color charts with your interiors. Kind of go all that route. So I just thought that was kind of neat. Here's another one of those. I got the 90 Mercury Cougar brochure here. Like I said, I just grabbed a bunch of them. Some of the F-Series pickups. This old Bronco. And I used to work at a Case IH dealership back when I was in high school. I even have brochures on the old tractors, which was kind of cool. Not that you're probably going to find these in a model kit, but I don't know. Whatever. I have. So there you have it, guys. Just a little quick show and tell of some of these old brochures I have. I know it's not building model cars and whatnot, but it is a good reference for it, or anything in that nature that you're doing. Just kind of cool to have. But like I say, if you're looking for older ones, for a lot of these older cars, go to some of these antique shows or some old flea markets. You'll be surprised the books you'll find there. In Michigan here, every year they have the Michigan Antique Festival up in Midland. And I don't know if the guy still goes there or not, but I bought the 63 Plymouth brochure from him. And he has this whole pavilion tent set up, and he has nothing but brochures. I mean, it's like looking through records or something, you know, everything's all in envelopes and catalog by car, make, model, all this stuff. And you just go through and dig through and see what he's got. He doesn't have everything, but he's got a lot of stuff. A lot of it's picked through. But if you're looking for oddball stuff or like rarity stuff, most times he has it, and some stuff you're going to pay some good money for. I mean, if you're looking for a 70 Mustang or a like an old Challenger type book from the 60s, if he's got it, I mean, you're probably going to pay a pretty penny for it. But hey, if that's something you really want, you're into, by all means, whatever, you know. So eventually I'll go through that scrapbook of mine. Those are a lot of the old cars that I had, and some of the cars my brother had, and some of them that I've painted back in the day for other people. I just kept a scrapbook of all my stuff. And one day I'll do a video on that and go through those, because that book's pretty full, and that's probably not half the pictures. The other pictures are just, I haven't got to it yet. One nasty winter a few years back, my daughter come over and helped me scrapbook that, and that's as far as we got. So anyways, I appreciate you guys tuning in and checking out the channel. And hey, if you guys haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and we'll go from there. So we will see you next time around, and appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Thanks a lot.